Good morning, this is Emily at Rowan House and we're in the workshop today. So this is Monday morning, bright and early, and we're going to do a lot of things today. So I wanted to give you some quick tips because I know this is January, and usually in January and February we're stuck in the house. It's cold months, it's not easy or pleasant to go outside. So we want to make sure we give you some good tips because I know you're all ready to do a project inside your home. So today we're going to start with chairs and repairing some furniture, but also taking something from start to finish. So first off today, I want to show you, I've got a chair here that we found and we're painting for a customer. And so you'll find this a lot. It happens quite often that maybe a spindle is loose or maybe a spindle is broken. Of course, if it's broken, you're going to want to replace that. And they're very easy to find because there are so many of these chairs. They're very popular. They've got the rounded back, Windsor style with the spindles, so you can find these spindles in a lot of places. All right, so first things first, we're going to make sure, of course, that our hole is cleaned out. Of course, it looks very clean. I've painted this, so I've cleaned it up a lot. But also that our spindle is not busted and that we can easily place the spindle back into the socket. And of course we can. I guess it's not called a socket, but the hole. So I'm going to turn my chair over and I'm going to lift my spindle back out, and I'm going to use just some Gorilla Glue. There's a wood glue. You could use wood glue if you wanted to. Either one, but you know, find what's appropriate to your piece, because sometimes if you're dealing with metal or other different fabrics, then you're going to want the proper glue for that. So you can go to your local home store and they will help you with that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little glue inside the opening, just around the opening. Can you see that, Luke? And I'm just going to kind of massage it in. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my spindle, just enough to where I can get a good coverage. You can just kind of smooth it on there if you need to with your finger, Q-tip, whatever works for you. I use the glue bottle. All right. Good deal. And then I'm going to take the spindle and I'm going to place it directly into the hole. Okay. And you can see there I've got a little bit of leakage of the glue. If you want to, this is a clear glue, so what I'm going to do is get a little cloth and I'm just going to wipe around the edge of the piece, just to kind of clean that up a little bit. You can go back and paint over it later if you want to. So with that done, then I'm going to flip it back over and I'm going to go ahead and put my screw, sink my screw in there just to kind of make it tight, and that way it'll hold. I don't have to worry about a clamp or anything, and then that'll go ahead and sink the spindle into the piece of wood. So I've got my, if you don't have one of these, you need to get one. It's just your handy dandy screw box. And I'm thinking that, you know, these are wood screws, okay? Make sure you have a wood screw because what was in this was a machine screw. And they're totally different. So you want to make sure that you have the right type of screw. All right, so I have my wood screw and I'm going to place it into the hole that's already been pre-existing. And then I'm going to take my drill, my handy dandy drill. If you don't have one, you need one. And I'm going to drill in the screw. And I want it to sink and it's going to grab, okay? So you'll hear it. It'll just kind of sink in and you'll feel it grab. So there you go. Voila, your chair is repaired. And so we'll want it to just sit to the side, on its side, and let that glue really dry really good. And then we'll go back with touch-up paint. There you go.